Atlas. Oh, Atlas. If there's one thing I know about this gaming company, is that they love milking their franchises. Thankfully, Metaphor y Fantazio is kind of the normal kid in the family, where they get just enough attention to where they can live a normal life, but they aren't pampered by their video gaming parents. And because of that, they get a lot of merchandise that sometimes makes you question why. There's also some really cool things. And today, before we get to our regular scheduled episode, I want to take some time and talk about some of the merchandise that Metaphor has gotten in its first full year of existence. And if you can't tell, this conversation is going to be mostly off the cuff. I just want to talk about my experiences with some of the merch and talk about some of the official things that I really find interesting. And I want to go ahead and start off by talking about the the physical full collector's edition that Metaphor got around the time of its release, which included base game, a steelbook cover of Will's Utopia novel that Moore penned, the official soundtrack, an art book that is absolutely amazing, Homotenta metallic pins, which are pretty nice. I wish I had some of these myself. There's a sticker sheet, which is really nice, a Kingdom of Uchronia cloth map, which I don't have the cloth map, but I'll put up on screen that I have a paperback official map that is two-sided. It has a full map of Uchronia that is just regular artwork, and then one that is fully detailed with all of the major locations, barring like the final dungeon, essentially. There's also costume and battle BGM set DLC voucher, which that'll be something that we cover way down the line. Then there's a digital history book for the Atlas 35th anniversary, which includes games not just Metaphor, includes a lot of other things. Pre-order bonus vouchers, and a few other small things. It's really, really nice. Highly recommend if you can find some of these things, even individually, check them out. However, the main one that I want to talk about is actually the United States exclusive collaboration that Atlas, but primarily Metaphor, had with Round 1, which is an arcade and bowling company here in the United States. Now, this was not something that I was ever expecting. However, we got one, and it was pretty neat. There was a lot of things that you could get. You could get keychains, a game card, you could get some surprise coasters if you bought food and drink while you were at Round 1. You could get these big towels, you could get a cup, stickers, playmats. Whenever I went, and this event as of the uploading of this video is still going on, the second round of the Round 1 merchandise is actually going on right now. I know, confusing. But whenever I went, it was a few days after the collaboration began, and a lot of the merch was already gone. And whenever we went up to see what we could get a few keychains for about $55 a pop if we bought the Round 1 cards to play some arcade games, and we could get a nice collector's cup. I'll have on screen my merchandise that I got there. I was kind of hoping I could get a towel at the very least, even if the playmats were sold out. However, you needed to buy essentially like a party pack deal, which seated like 11 people, and there were just 2 of us, so it wasn't worth doing that for a towel. If I really wanted, I'm sure I could find it somewhere else. But it was really cool to see. It had towels and designs for every major character in the game's plot. I'll have to block out a few of them because spoilers. It was really, really cool. And I got to play some fun arcade games. I was going to this collaboration expecting to do some bowling, and didn't do that at all. It was just some nice Round 1 arcade games. It was fun seeing some of the other collaborations. They had things with, gachapon machines for HoloLive collaborations, and Hatsune Miku stuff, and some other anime. I'm not a big anime guy, but I can definitely recognize anime things in there. It was really cool, and I'm glad I went and did that. Regarding some other collaborations, I do want to make mention to Super Groupie's collaboration with Metaphor, where they created Will's Bag, something that I really wish I could grab. I don't have it on my person yet, but this is definitely something that's on my wish list. It looks really nice, and I absolutely love these over-the-shoulder handbags, so if I ever get the chance, you'll definitely grab that. There's so many other things that Metaphor's collabed with, so many other companies that Metaphor's collabed with, but I just wanted to quickly go over the Round 1 merch and some of the things you can get if you were to have bought the collector's edition, because I think it's really neat. Anyways, back to your regularly scheduled episode. Enjoy. Did you see the king's face in Grand Trad? All that about the royal palace flying up in the air? You couldn't make this up. That reminds me. Have you heard about the vestiges of the hero kings? The landscapes where mighty kings left behind some of the trace of themselves. They're all over the country. If you're traveling, you're bound to see them. I've only seen one, but I tell ya, I was flabbergasted. Okay, we'll keep that in mind. Hello there, friends, and welcome back to more Metaphor Fantazio. Last time, we hung around here in Martira and visited Grand Trad, and talked to some of our friends, established more bonds, and furthered our trust with each other. Today, we're going to be continuing that process. We got 3 more days until a path to Brylehaven opens. Might as well spend it doing some important stuff. So, first things first, I want to go and raise some royal virtues. And where do we go to do that? Let's go to Cattle Racket Road, as something has opened up for us recently. Now, I will mention that what we're about to do will require you to be very, very careful and reading the dialogue. I know, it's very, very scary. This is something that you can't really follow me if you are following along. You cannot really do the exact same options I am doing, unless you get the same dialogue choices. You have to pay attention to the dialogue and make sure that you pick the right ones to get the most points. And with cow. Rare indeed, someone's up this way who doesn't to try to sell me something. Most folk avoid our town lately, thanks to Heisme. I'll tell you what, these cows are well at ease with so few people around. Man, I'm jumbling up my words. I can't read, you see. Why the milk this season is the best it's tasted in nigh on 10 years. Why, is that curiosity I see on your face? I tell you what, if you help with the milking, I'll share a bit of it. What say ye? Help with the milking, huh? Is the farm life really calling your name? Be gentle with that cow, though. If I see to this cow with great care and sensitivity, I bet my tolerance will improve. Well, what'll it be, Farmer Will? I'll give it a try.
Got it.
Okay, but we're doing this for the experience, not the milk. Whatever you say, Gallica. I think I'm in for the latter. That's fine, that's fine. Now then, come along. It's dead simple, this. Just squeeze the left and right udders in the order I say. Squeeze right, left, right. Go ahead. Okay, time to make the milking. First, right. Alright.
Right.
Next, left. Okay.
Right.
And then finally, right.
Exactly.
That milk was flowing like a river. Nice going.
Oh, amazing.
Oh, well done. Be on your way now, and don't forget to your fresh squeezed milk. Certainly no expert at milking cows, but it seems like it went great. I think my tolerance increased as well.
All right.
You should get +4 tolerance if you've done it properly. And we'll get 6 mellow milk.
Well then.
It's time to get back. I got back to the others. For our evening block, I'm actually gonna go to the Gauntlet Runner real fast. I don't think I've gotten my pantry yet. I have not. What'd we get?
This is
Orgo sugar and briny salt. Okay, that's fine. Anyways, for our evening block, we are going to be hanging out with some followers. We have 2 available. We have Nuris and Brigitte. However, I've already mentioned how I like to handle Nuris, so instead, we are going to be talking with Brigitte tonight. Musing on her dog, Brigitte recalls her childhood as a stray herself, cast aside and crushed by those she trusted. She swore to grow stronger. I doubt I'll ever see him again. I mean, it's been like 3 weeks since we've talked to you. Yeah, it's been a while. But trust me, I mean, we'll go back. At least I think she's talking about me. Hey, Brigitte!
you.
Didn't you leave Grand Trad? Well, no matter. I'll not begrudge you your secrets. Sorry, if you're looking for work, there's nothing here for you. So, just go home. Did something happen? Come inside.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately, I no longer have any work for you. The dog is no longer here. Did she run away? That would have been preferable to the truth. But no, she was taken. I'm sorry. I know you kept your silence as promised. Unfortunately, that didn't stop a thief from sneaking in disguised as a vendor and taking her away. They left behind a letter that read, Those who spread magic igniters shall face the wrath of God. It's not hard to imagine what happened to her. I'll find the culprit before long, and I'll make certain they get what they deserve. However, this isn't the work of a single person, but that of a larger organization.
Those people.
Anti-igniter extremists. A bunch of filthy, rotten cowards. The pup was innocent in all this. I shouldn't have kept her. The moment I start caring about anything, I lose it. I knew that. I tried to keep my feelings out of it. But why did this have to happen? Brigitte seems to be fighting through the pain. For how long must I live in this hideous world? If only I had disappeared instead. Tears or not, I can sense the pain, sadness, and frustration Brigitte is feeling. Words would be of little comfort here. Perhaps if I stirred her imagination, she would be relieved of such despair.
What?
A book. I told Brigitte about the fantasy world depicted in my book, trying to give her even the faintest glimmer of hope. Well, people will help one another, respect one another, and live in equality. How quaint.
But
The author was a sheltered man, I take it. He knows nothing of the real world.
this world.
The only equality is that we all inevitably die. The path to that point is different for everyone, meaning everyone has to fight through their own hell. That's not true. Here, Nelda, you live in a world that hates you. How can you still make yourself believe in light even through all of that? I can't see that light myself. But I know you can, and I really do want to believe in you and your vision. I can sense Brigitte's profound sadness and her grasping to trust.
I couldn't ask him to stay, could I?
Rank 4 with Brigitte. Unfortunate turn of events, but on a brighter side of things, we've got Scion's Merit, which lets us have inherit 3 slots for the merchant lineage, and Merchant's Finest widens the variety of items sold at the Lycone Magic Association.
In any case,
Here's your pay. I've included what I set aside for your future shifts, too. I'll still keep visiting, Brigitte.
why?
She's gone. I have no more work to give you. What's left for you here? You don't need to come here anymore. I left the room without another word. 10,000 Reeve, I'll take it. July 15th now, and of course, on Idle's Day, we always have to start by going to the toilet. Whoop-de-doo, weekly poop. This is such a juxtaposition to what we were just talking about, dead dogs and the like. Having confronted myself in peace, I feel like I've seen the truth of the world. By increasing our luck. And also, right across from here, Paintree. Dough meat and red grass. Okay, and for our first day block, we have Heisme here. Let's see what he's all about. Heisme admits he cannot settle on a place to bury his son's remains. He asks Will's help in finding a suitable resting place. Well, let's do that. Perhaps the captain will lend me his strength. I mean, we could go talk to him. I mean, he's literally right here. Hey, buddy.
It's you.
It's you. Once we get our more pressing goals out of the way, I won't be sure what to do with myself. I've seen this dialogue before, yes. Let's go right away.
My thanks.
You'll go then. The place I'd like to go is a cemetery on the outskirts of town. Okay. That's a good starting point.
Huh.
Plenty of new graves, possibly victims of those dark doings at the castle. Perhaps my boy would find solace here among many his own age. But it seems they don't cremate their dead here. Don't want my son feeling out of place, being the only child here and in singed pieces. Hard enough for a boy his age to fit in.
That means...
And shall we go look somewhere else?
My thanks.
I think we do well to check other options.
My apologies.
How about somewhere deeper in the forest? If you don't mind indulging me just a bit further? Seems a peaceful place at first glance. But it's not really so, is it?
No?
Pattering footsteps from beasts among the trees, the smell of animal waste. I can feel them eyeing us from the shadows, too.
Well then,
Well, at least he won't be lonely here.
Hmm.
That's one way of thinking about it. But beasts do not understand the ways of people. Seems more likely to me they disturb his grave.
We shouldn't.
I think it's still too early to make a decision. I'd like to look at other locations, if you don't mind.
got it.
Okay, let's do that then.
My thanks.
I appreciate your understanding. You're certainly more patient than I was at your age.
The truth is,
All you chief travel far and wide to find the perfect resting place. Some build an altar at home, some scatter the bones in the sea. Some bury them beneath the great tree. That said, most simply bury the bones in the village's communal cemetery. After all the contemplation, they come back to where they started. Those people used to irritate me to no end when I was younger. I loathed their indecision and looked down on them for it.
but
As I got on in my years, I came to understand some things. It's not so easy to overcome the death of someone else. That's why, when you lose someone, you need time for that very hesitation. I certainly found I do. Haste will not ease my woes.
even so,
That being said, this isn't your concern. You've already done more than enough for me.
It'll be fine.
It's fine. We'll give it as much thought as you need.
listen,
Are you certain? You truly are an oddball.
then
Then might we take the Gauntlet Runner again? This time, I'd like to see somewhere full of open space.
Hmm?
Maybe I'm just imagining things.
What happened?
What is it?
No.
It looks like a place my son loved.
My son.
I think it was around the time he finally started walking. Even when he stumbled and fell, he always leapt right back and all smiles. He would chase bugs through grass far taller than him, laughing even when he fell, bringing me flowers and pebbles clutched tight in his little fist. Even now, 'tis as he might burst out of the grass at any moment, beaming and covered in burrs. But I know 'tis just an empty fantasy.
Everything okay?
Ismay, are you alright?
Yes. My apologies.
I didn't mean for you to see me like that. But yes, this could be a fine place for him to stay. The silence is peaceful, the wind is gentle. It feels a place wholly apart from the nightmare of our world. I'm sure my son would love it too. He always loved to run, with the wind in his face.
But
And yet... Do you want to keep looking for somewhere else?
not so.
No, that's not it. I just have one thing that's holding me back. That sweet smell in the wind. It reminds me of a faraway hill. The hill where my hometown lies.
What?
You're just now remembering about your hometown?
No.
It occurred to me, yes, but I've not visited it even once since I left. I sincerely doubt they'd welcome me back.
Oh.
The wind blows in my home, sweeter than I've known.
Let's go.
Well, let's just go and see.
But
No, you're right. I cannot let my floundering deprive my boy of his proper place.
I'm in your debt.
Walking this ground with you, I find myself determined to return home again. It feels like something I'd never have realized alone. I'm grateful our paths crossed. I can sense Heismay's extraordinary resolve and the depth of his gratitude.
He.
The aloof hermit Heismay, keeper inheritor of the thief's virtues. Through thy shared bond, a new heroic embodiment slumbering within thee has come to
A
blossom.
new power.
Bear this new power, foster this connection, and by their strength, fulfill thy destiny.
I must come to a decision.
Rank 3 with Heismay, obtaining ourselves the Assassin archetype, which is our right shin. That is our right shin. Assassin! We'll be talking about this later. We have so many archetypes to go over, and this is just adding on to the pile. Thank you for putting up with my indecisiveness, at least. Let's head to my village another day. Call upon me when you can spare the time.
Onward, then.
For today, let us rejoin our comrades. Sounds good. Okay, back to the Martyr Tavern. Nurse is wanting to see me. Is there anything else that I can do? That is a big fat nope. Well, Nurse, I guess I'll be breaking my rule that I already established, and we'll be hanging out with you. Lost relics might lead Nurse to further brilliance in runner design. Having found one, he seeks 7 more, following an old inventor's notes. He's an Ishkia, he hails from Grand Trad, and his favorite food is the Rainbow Roquefort. Roquefort? Roquefort. We'll go with Roquefort. How's that request of mine coming along, Well, let's go talk to him. Hey, buddy! What's going on? Why, what's that look on your face? Boredom? Got nothing to do? Say, how's the search going? In regard to the lost relics, I mean.
That's...
Well, we found a strange piece of junk that gives me a feeling of a relic. You intrigue me strangely, old girl. Let's take a look, would you? I handed Nurse the junk we picked up during our travels. Well, would you look at that? This certainly doesn't appear to be a natural object. Oh, this one's a bit of a trick. You've got to follow the right steps to open it. Wait, so there's something inside? Just a little tug here, and there we are. It's opened up. Take a look, a lost relic. I can't believe it turned out to be a proper piece of treasure.
What?
You mean it's real? We just sort of stumbled across it. Wonder if the mechanism's the same as the old codgers. Ha ha ha! Eureka! My greatest invention yet! A work of genius made manifest! Thank you, Will.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks for the 10 heroes incense.
Even so.
I've got to say, finding these one after another is something else. I'd have wondered if it was all an elaborate prank, but the old geezer was really onto something.
What?
Did you doubt his journal?
Yeah.
That old geezer certainly liked to mess with anyone he could. Made my childhood a frightful ordeal.
Goodness.
I'll never forget, the night of my birthday, he brought me a book. Called it his gift. A downright horrifying tome titled Lamentation of the Underworld or some such. He'd taken the liberty of reading it aloud when suddenly the lights went out. In the dark, he threw on a monster costume and started teasing me around. That damned old goat. It's his fault that bright-eyed young Nurse grew up to be such a delicate and sensitive wallflower. I mean, just look at me. I don't see it.
Rather.
Anyhow, this is just one part of a greater whole. The more intricate bits here, I'll bet my feathers that's made to interlock with a partner piece. So if we collect them all, it'll form something. Likely so! That's what the codger said anyway, though I haven't any idea what it makes. And if he's right, it supported an ancient civilization. One piece of a superlative device that generates an immense and limitless power. Wait, limitless? How is that possible? Not even igniters can do that, can they?
Yeah.
That, my girl, is something we can only find out once we've finished the product, eh? So, please help me find the rest.
About that.
If we collect them all, the old man's ghost will rise. No, if the old man's ghost shows up, then I put him to rest by showing him the complete collection.
Whoa.
I admit, it looks like junk to me. Ha ha ha! I've been a connoisseur of junk since I was a sprout, I'll have you know.
Hey.
What were you like as a child? Oh, I was an adorable, well-behaved boy from a prominent family. But one day, that old codger, who wasn't quite so old then, beckoned me over with his finger of fate. Curiosity got the better of me, and I saw he was holding a fossil caked in mud, alongside other bibbits and bobbits I couldn't begin to fathom. Next thing I know, I'm sneaking out of the house to dig for fossils on the cliffside with the gaffer. Naturally, my parents discovered this and had me grounded, but I wouldn't let that deter me. And one day, as I dug through the dirt, I picked up something It was clearly not a fossil at all. I read every technical book under the sun, but whatever this was eluded me.
However,
Although I did find a technical manual on gauntlet runners in my mad academic sprint, got a bit invested, and then suddenly I was an engineer.
That's true, but
Then you just got distracted from your initial plan. Not at all! The way I see it, that's what saved me from the duller path. I've no regrets for the way I lived. To chase the unknown, to escape tedium, that's just the course of my mind tends to chart.
thank you.
The decision to travel with you lot, collecting relics, that too, was the result of letting the heart do as it pleases. I can feel Nurse's overflowing love for relics, as well as his hearty faith in me.
We're in this journey together, what?
Rank 2 with Nurse, my favorite character in the whole game. That's technically not true, but he's definitely in the top 3. Anyways, Bombardier, the start of battle on the Gauntlet Runner deck, enemies take damage. And Gunner Enlightenment, reduces the mad cost of studying the Gunner lineage. Even if Nurse isn't my favorite character in the whole game, he's definitely my favorite to voice so far. Again, he's like top 3 favorite. Anyways, when fighting on the deck of the Gauntlet Runner, enemies will now take damage at the start of battle due to the effects of Bombardier.
Speaking of,
Ah, yes, about the next relic. I found a clue in the old man's journal. I've written it down in my notebook. Should be somewhere around here. Give it a gander if you would.
right then.
I'll be sure all shipshape and ready to go. I'm counting on you to search for another relic for me. I'll be waiting, lad.
this one's
I
important.
need to find Nurse's coveted relics. I don't know where they are, but I should look for clues in the notebook he keeps on the pillar in the engine room to help with my search. We get 6 Heroes fruits this time. The road that was blocked by the landslide should be cleared by tomorrow, apparently. We set off for Brylehaven as soon as it reopens.
True.
We have acquired the head we sought, but if we are to truly get in Luis's good graces, we should endeavor to stand out further from the other candidates. Yep, even after all this, we're still just a bunch of nobodies. Maybe we can improve our reputation by helping some of the people around town. Already ahead of you, Gallica. Pretty much done everything I can.
True.
A wise suggestion. Some upright behavior and altruistic deeds are just what we need to gain more recognition. I've technically done everything I can, except for 2 things, because, well, we've got 2 more time slots, might as well work on it. We depart tomorrow. For our last day here in Martira, we are not going to be spending our day in Martira at all. We are going to be heading over to Grand Trad and hanging out with Maria. I should have been saying this earlier, but if I had one follower that I highly recommend you get to a certain rank, it is Maria, rank 4, before you head out to Brylehaven. This is a pretty important one. And I mean, honestly, if you're following along or if you're just trying to stay on top of things as you are, you should be able to get Maria to rank 4 no problem. While out in town, Maria finds a boy without a home and summons the courage to offer him food. She sees herself in him, and that scares her. I think I'm just a bother to Miss Fabienne. That's you, definitely not Maria. Let's go make her happier. Maria rank 4 is something I really, really highly recommend you get, especially before we head over to Brylehaven.
You.
Do you have a moment? There's something I wanted to ask you. It's about Maria. Please, go ahead.
Sorry.
Sorry, I know you must be busy.
You.
I'll come out and ask. Did you say something to Maria? I've said a lot of things to Maria.
It's kind of.
Since your last visit, she's been acting rather odd. She insists on helping me with anything and everything, no matter what it is. About that, I may have an idea why. I'm happy that she wants to help me out, but at times it feels like she's desperate to find something to do. Why, you little wretch! Look what you've done! Oh, great.
Wait.
Sir, why are you raising your voice at a child? This damned brat spilled me drink down me leg! That's your idea of service, Fabienne?
I'm sorry.
Well,
Keep your britches on and wet as they are. Leave them at the door later for cleaning, and I'll get you another drink on the house. Apologies, but could you take Maria upstairs?
I'm sorry.
Everything okay?
It's fine. Are you feeling alright?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm okay.
By
Miss
the way,
Fabienne was busy talking to you, so I thought I could help out by taking care of that customer. I just wanted to show Miss Fabienne that I could carry both the food and drinks now. Do you think Miss Fabienne will get rid of me? Does she not want me here anymore?
No, no.
She wouldn't abandon you. She wants you to stay here. But Papa did. He left me all alone.
Maria.
May I come in?
It's all right.
Oh, come now, wipe those tears. That scary customer's already left. Everything's just fine now. Miss Fabienne. I promise I'll be a good girl from now on. Really, and I won't cause any more trouble. So please. Even if we're not family. Can I still stay with you?
Maria.
Oh, my Maria. Is that what you've been thinking this whole time? Of course you can stay here. You needn't worry about earning your keep either, silly girl. Because this is your home. Maria, I may not be your mother by blood, God rest her soul, but nonetheless, you are still my most precious treasure, my family, and I consider you a daughter. Miss Fabienne.
Okay.
Now you listen here. Your papa never abandoned you. He did everything he did because he truly, deeply cared about you. That's right. He worked hard to show how much he cared about you and Fabienne, Maria. Your papa said he wanted to make this world a safe place for people like you and me. All he ever did was ask about you. He regretted every moment he had to spend away from you, and it would have made him so happy to see you grow up. But more than anything, he wanted to give you a world where you could smile and laugh with your whole heart. You helped your papa too, by giving him the strength to keep going.
Me too.
I feel the same way as he did, Maria. If you're with me, I can weather any storm.
That's why.
This place is your home and always will be. Rest assured, my dear girl, we have plenty of days filled with smiles and laughter ahead of us.
It's all right.
You can come to me with anything. The things that make you happy or sad. Or if you just want to talk about your papa, I'll always be here.
Okay. Yeah. Mister.
Thank you so much, mister. I'm glad that I'm home. And I'm with my family. I can sense the deep trust that Maria has for me, as well as the heartfelt joy that she now feels.
It's okay. I can really stay.
Rank 4 with Maria. All's well that ends well. And we get 2 new abilities. Purpose increases post-battle EXP. Pretty valuable. And one of the most important abilities in the entire game, speed cooking. Time will not elapse while cooking in the runner's kitchen. This is so good. It will allow you to cook 1 dish per time slot in the Gauntlet Runner without taking up any time. This is super good, and from now on, we will now be starting to do some cooking. I've been waiting for this one in particular. I'm glad that I have come to you for help. Would you mind checking in on Maria from time to time to see how she's doing for me? Absolutely. Oh, right. About that scary customer from before. He was only in a bad mood because he recently lost his job and got into a row with his wife. He thought about what he said before he went home, and he was sorry for yelling at you like that. Said he wanted to apologize to you himself, Maria.
I see.
Oh, okay. I think I get it now. You have to say what you mean out loud, or else no one will know. That means that there's more than I can do. Now, my little treasure, go wash up. And before bed, how about you help me taste test some new dishes. Sorry, I'm a little tired after helping out in the inn today.
Thank you.
Mister, thank you so much for everything today. See you later. I said goodbye to Maria and Fabienne and returned to the group. 1000 mag. Unfortunately, we can't use the Gauntlet Runner's cooking and kitchen if it's not actively moving, which is unfortunate, but it means that we have to wait for us to be actually going somewhere. Well, we're finally leaving this place tomorrow. Yeah! Oh, it's so beautiful. The night sky is so amazing. I absolutely love the oil painting aesthetic. Oh, I could stare at this all day. I wish the real life sky looked like this, man. I'll be perfectly honest there. Anyways, for our last night here in Martyra, there's a few things that we can do. But I think we should indulge ourselves a little bit. Let's hang out with this guy right here. Spirited Youth. You know what the platform over there is, mate? It's a mirror that shows you what you're made of. Times like these, you need courage where it counts. Only thing for it is to jump headlong into this canyon. With a rope, of course. You're free to take the challenge if you want, but you would fare much better if you had some courage. I suppose there's no harm in trying. To take the plunge, you must first believe in yourself. You will return a braver man indeed. Come now, test the strength of your will. If I jump from this height, I bet I'll raise my courage. Rope fee is only 250 reeve. What do you say? Fancy a wee bit of danger? Right now, we're actually gonna say no. Make sure to save. Your outcome for this, I do think, has a chance of changing, and you want to make sure to get the best one. So just be sure to save. I don't think it will matter, but I want to be better safe than sorry. Okay, you should be able to successfully do this with Courage Rank 2, but just in case, I've made sure to save, as I just said. Let's now actually jump off this plunge. 250 reeve. Ah, that's the spirit. Do you think you'll have the spirit after coming eye to eye with the bottom of the valley? Oh, man, I hope so. Anyways.
Hey.
Are you sure you can handle this? I can see your legs trembling. But I suppose you can't turn back at this point. Good luck. I mean it. Alright, looks like everything is set. Well then, get ready. Time to completely rip our spine off our body. Die has been cast. My fate is set. Geronimo! What's that? He dove off with his back to the ground. Oh, but he's falling surprisingly gracefully. Wow, impressive! I enjoyed watching that, so I wanted to give you something for making my day. Go on, take it. Here, you can sell this foreign coin for the amount of money you're gonna need for your medical bills after doing that to your spine. It says that jumping off such a high place has increased my courage!
Alright.
Alright, cool. Gallica and I discussed the test of courage as we made our way back to the others.